Hey guys, my name is Braxton Marler here with Marler Mining. Today I'm going to cut 10 of these Chinese agate nodules. I made a video recently with these agate nodules and they were pretty cool, so I ended up buying a few more on eBay and we're going to cut 10 more now. I'm going to cut 5 first and then 5 second, then we'll do the 5 reveal and the second reveal, if that makes sense. And then we'll see how cool they are inside. The first ones were pretty awesome, so I'm expecting big things. All right, first thing is I'm going to explain my setup because I was always curious about what other people had for their setups. I have the 10-inch Highland Park trim saw, stainless steel trim saw right here. This is what I use. There's a version that's a little bit beefier than this. It's their commercial grade trim saw, but this is great for what I need it for. I have for my videos my lighting setup, which is my cheesy Ryobi LED light. I have another light over here, and then I just have my tripod that I use to mount my phone on and record most of my videos, especially my shorts. But let's look into this blade a little bit more because there's always a lot of questions about the blade. So this blade, as you can see, there's no teeth on it. It's a diamond infused wet saw blade, and what it does is the diamonds are factory grown and they basically will grind really hard things like rocks down, you know, which is different than a wood saw blade that has teeth where it actually cuts in and takes chunks out of it, where this just simply grinds the rock down. So it doesn't cut me like a wood saw blade would. You know, that would cut my finger off. This, I can literally put my finger on it as it's running, and as you'll see in my videos, and it doesn't really cause me any harm, maybe just a bad friction burn. So I'm pretty safe. So anyways, that's my equipment setup. So here's the bag of those agate nodules. Let's dump them out and see what they look like dry. Oh, there goes one. So there is 9, and then of course one that fell in the bucket. So let's get them wet and see what they look like. A little wet. Don't really reveal anything when they're wet, so we really are gonna be surprised when we cut into these and see what's inside them. But I'm excited. So let's get to cutting the first 5, and then we'll do a reveal, and then we'll do the next 5 and reveal those, and then at the end I'll do a grand kind of review of all of them, pick my favorites, and then we'll go from there. So here's the first 5 that we're gonna cut. There's nothing as far as windows that I can like even foreshadow of what I'm gonna see, and they all look similar. So I mean, we're really just gonna have to cut them. This one does have a weird ring around it. Maybe that'll expose something. I don't know. So we're gonna cut these though, and we will find out what's inside them. So that was a little brutal. A lot of these just broke apart on me. So I'm not even gonna try to reveal this one, but here's the first one. Really not exciting, just kind of little bit of something in the middle, but nothing too exciting. The second one also blew up on me pretty badly. So yeah, that one, well, I mean, it might be a little bit of saginite, which is kind of cool, but it's not real colorful or anything, so not all that pretty, and it just shattered on me. The third one, again, you can see how it just broke apart real bad, but the one side stayed pretty whole. So let's get a peek at this one. Ooh, that's not bad. That's really cool, actually. Look at the fortification. There's really nice, and then this one little fortification of the black agate back here is so cool. So I mean, not a total loss. Luckily the other 2 didn't blow up, the last 2, so okay, so we're starting to heat up. And then here's this one. Nothing. Man, that couldn't be more boring. So anyways, there's that one. It didn't break other than this little chip here, so that's we'll count that one as a win for that reason. Then here's the last one that stayed most of the way together, and it had this ring around, if you remember. So let's see if we get lucky on this one. Oh man, straight duds. Well, that wasn't very good. I guess that red one was the biggest winner of that batch. So anyways, let's get to the next 5 and see if we get lucky at all. Hopefully we do. Okay, so those first 5 were not exciting really at all, except for maybe that one. These next 5 I have a little bit more hopes for, higher hopes for. It's a little bit more character, like this one has some weird stuff going on in the back. This one has kind of, it's almost like a double nodule, kind of a funky shape. And 3 that are just more rounded. But anyways, yeah, higher hopes. Good vibes for these ones, so here we go. All right, the way those cut, vibes are a little higher right now, except for this last one that had the really kind of interesting shape. It blew apart on me in the end. You can see this side. I think it's a geode, so maybe cross your fingers it's something cool. So here we go. Oh, and by the way, I haven't looked at these yet. Like I'm experiencing this reveal with you all on all of these, except for the ones that blow up and I can't handle it. But here we go. Let's see this one. Oh man, just an absolute dud. Yeah, nothing exciting there at all. I don't even know what that is. It's got the circle here. But yeah, nothing there. So not a good start. All right, here is the next one we're gonna reveal. Okay, not bad. Really kind of cool fortification on this one side, or I guess more eyes. And then there is that cool red and black at the bottom. So not horrible. Not horrible, especially with what we've already gone through. Okay, this one I had some excitement for, and it actually stayed together pretty well. It had this really funky kind of character on the back. So let's take a peek at what's inside this one. Looks like there's some red already. Oh, wow. That looks like amethyst maybe around the outer edge. I can't tell, but it's crystal. And then really pretty eyes here at the bottom. Maybe even tubes. Okay, that one. Well, we have our best one so far. I'll just say that. That's pretty cool. Okay, our vibes were doing us good so far. Okay, this one's got yellow in it, which I think is a really good sign. So let's look at this one. Okay, really interesting. It has that quartz pocket in the middle, but kind of some cool stuff on the bottom with those big eyes. And then that yellow just kind of around the edges of it, really pretty. So that one's not bad either. Then we have our last one of our cut. It's kind of a, let's see if this is gonna do it for the whole group of them. A geode, finally. The last one I had like 3 geodes. This one I had really none. So at least we got 1 geode. And I can't tell if it's just my lighting. Maybe there's a touch of purple in there. But yeah, I mean, it is a geode. Really nothing too extremely exciting, but still fun. Still a cool geode. And so there you have it. Since we ended up with, it was literally half duds, half decent ones. I don't even want to say studs, but a few studs. But I'm just going to show you the 5 that were good. And then we're not even going to worry about those ones that were just really kind of gross looking. So anyways, here's the first one. This one was easily my favorite one. That one band, the interior band, almost is like a bluish color. It's a very unique color and I love it. But with the eyes around the edges and then what I believe is a little bit of amethyst quartz around that most outer edge is pretty awesome. Really pretty little agate, but yeah, I mean, that was easily the best one. And then we'll show you off the only geode of the cut. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. This one looked like the one that was a geode, but mostly quartz still. Has the eyes on the bottom with the yellow fortification perimeter on that quartz center. So fun one still. Nothing too wild, but fun. And then this one actually is the only geode in the group. And it was pretty. I mean, geodes are always cool. Really good crystals inside. Some eyes around the edges, but yeah, I mean, not extremely colorful, but still really cool. And then there is this one that I guess could be technically considered a geode. There is one little geode pocket in the middle there, but nothing too incredibly special. Mostly the off clear agate in the middle. The details aren't as bright in here, but that bottom eye with the black and red is kind of cool. So there's that one. And then there was the one those are from the second cut. This one was the only good one from the first cut. And it really is cool. It has this black fortification with that really reddish orange perimeter stuff going on. So, I mean, really pretty. It sucks it broke off like it did. I can still get a really good polish on that one. This one even better. But anyways, those are the 5 good ones that we cut out of this batch. All right, guys, that was 10 cuts of agate nodules from China. That wasn't as great as I was hoping, but you know, that's the fun part of cutting these rocks, especially these nodules. You seriously never know what's inside them, and so every time it's like opening a Christmas present. Sometimes it's a new Xbox, sometimes it's a pair of socks. And I feel like today, you know, we had kind of a mixed bag of each type. So anyways, I'll be trying to post more videos here in the future. And one thing I try to pride myself on for my content is cutting the rocks that I actually find out in the hills of Idaho when I go rock hounding. This is more of a one-off thing where I found some cool rocks online and just wanted to have some fun cutting them. But stay tuned for more rocks that I find and I will cut from my own rock hounding adventures. So please subscribe, like the video, help me out. I appreciate it. Have a good one.